Mariners finally make a move, and Dan Wilson loses the manager of the year voting. We also lose a key member of our front office as well. I'm going to break that all down on this episode. First off, the move. Guys, first off, welcome to Mariners Daily. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. If you're commenting on the YouTube videos, I see the comments. I appreciate the discussion, and I appreciate it. My name's Sim Edwards. I'm the host here. Thanks for joining me. Episode 41. Let's get into the move. It's Randy Dobnak. It's not the move we wanted. Not yet. And maybe we'll get there. But either way, let's give a little history here. Randy Dobnak was a unknown, undrafted free agent. Got attached to the Minnesota Twins, and then over 2019 and 2020, he looked very good. 75 innings pitched, a 3.12 ERA. The strikeout rate was never something to speak of. He was always a ground ball guy. He had a 58.8 ground ball percentage in those 2 years. And after that point, well, the Twins decided to extend him 5 years, only $9.25 million for Randy Dobnak at the time, starting in 2021. So if you're keeping track at home, that 5 years has been used up, and it's time for him to hit free agency. And the Mariners scoop him up on a minor league deal. I was not expecting him to sign this quickly. This past year and the past 2 years, really, he's been in the AAA for the majority of the time. He only had one start in the majors this past year. He started the year off with the Twins, 17 games pitched, 10 games started in AAA, 60 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 7.12 ERA, and a beautiful 6.50 FIP. Not great. Then the Tigers grabbed him, and he pitched 38 innings in their AAA system, and he pitched to a 3.79 ERA and a 3.76. Now, listen, obviously, we are going to trust the higher sample size. He has not been a productive pitcher in the majors. Just hasn't been. Sorry, I'm going to move this camera a little bit. DIY over here, baby. Okay. He has not been a successful member of a major league club in a hot minute here. So this is not an impact move. This is a depth piece. This is a starting pitching depth piece that they just think that I don't even think they can do much with him. I just think that he's an arm. He can get it done. Come up with a spot start, maybe. Like, not much. So, not much to speak of for the Mariners' first move. It's not that big of a deal. I just thought we should cover it, obviously, because Mariners news and we got to talk about everything. So, yeah, that's it. My player profile today is Ha-Seong Kim. I think people are not talking about, and when I say people, I mean Mariners fans. I feel like Mariners fans are not talking about enough of how much we need to improve our defense, and a defense especially at shortstop. Obviously, Josh Naylor is our number one priority. I get it. I get it. I get it. We've all said it 1,000 times. But what people aren't talking about is how terrible our defense was this past year, especially with JP Crawford at short. And I think we need to move him off that position. And if second base is the move, then second base is the move. Like maybe he does get a lot better defensively if we do move him off short. Finally, move him to second base. So I think Ha-Seong Kim could be a great free agent option to fill in defensively and do okay offensively. Like he's not a game changer by any means. He's more of the depth piece option, kind of like a Willie Castro, but I believe a lot more in Ha-Seong Kim defensively, and I would rather Kim over, let's say, Willie Castro. So let's bring him down. He is 30 years old. This past season, he did started playing in July due to a shoulder surgery he had last offseason that kept him out for a while. So he only played 191 plate appearances. this past season. 5 home runs, 6 stolen bases, 8.4 walk percentage, which was a good, decent drop from what his career average was prior. He did not hit very well in the majors this year. He had 234 with a 304 on base and a 345 slugging percentage, good for an 82 runs created plus. It's not great. I think he was still getting off injury. He did get hot when he went over to, so he had signed that 2-year deal with a player option with the Rays last offseason, and then uh got grabbed by the Braves where he started to get hot, which was good to see. 2024 is kind of a lot more of what we've seen consistently from him. And I think what we could realistically expect from him. 470 plate appearances. Pardon me for the yawns, guys. It's early. 11 home runs, 22 stolen bases, 12.3 walk percentage, and only a 16.4 K percentage. He hit 233 with a 330 on base and a 370 slugging percentage, good for a 101 runs created plus, 2.6 F4 on the season. I think he could be a decent defensive option at shortstop. I think he could be great there. And he's proven to be very good defensively throughout his career. He did not get good marks in this past season, but like I said, very limited time this past year. So I'm not too scared about that. I think he could be a great fit at shortstop. Going to be very cheap. Should be fairly cheap. 2 years, maybe 30 mil. Not very much at all. And yeah, that's what the Mariners go after. So I'm not jumping at grabbing Ha-Seong Kim, but I think he could be a great new starting shortstop. Move JP Crawford to second base. That fills that hole. Then you can focus your energy first base and your when I say energy, I mean your energy and your money. First base, and if we have any money left, grab an outfielder. That's my idea right now. That's what I would do if we're going after Ha-Seong Kim. If we get Josh Naylor, like obviously, if you get Ha-Seong Kim, that means that you need to improve offensively somewhere else. First base is obviously the key option, or right field, or left field, and get Randy off the, or we could grab Jorge Polanco, like I said in the last episode. I don't know. It's there's a couple different places that we can improve this offense, or retain the offense that we're losing, possibly in free agency. So we'll see. We shall see. Talk about losing. Dan Wilson did lose the Manager of the Year award. I thought he had a really good shot. Honestly, he finished third. He lost to Stephen Vogt, who got the number one spot. Which, looking at the season now, it's like I get it. They did make a magical run, so it's fair. John Schneider on the Blue Jays got second place. Honestly, I think I could easily see. I don't know if I'm just biased from watching them beat us and then, go to game 7 versus the Dodgers, but I probably would have voted Schneider over vote, honestly. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think the Blue Jays came in with such little expectations. I don't know. The Mariners didn't have a whole I mean, we had some expectations, but not to win the division. I was never expecting us to win the division. I just didn't expect us to be that team to step up like that. So I just spilled water. That's fun. That's fantastic. I'll get that after this episode. Oh boy. Okay. I probably shouldn't have put water by my foot. Anyway, sorry guys, we're off topic. Dan Wilson, I mean, he just had a great season. He performed extremely well. I don't care what you have to say about specific moves. He had a great season overall. He did. So hats off to Dan Wilson. Hats off to Stephen Vogt, I guess. I mean, good for you for winning the award. I don't think you should have. I get why you did, but I don't think you should have. I think John Schneider, if anybody should have won it over Dan Wilson, it should have been John Schneider. But that's just me. Speaking of the Guardians, our final story today is we are losing a key figure in our front office. We're losing Andy McKay. Andy's been in the organization for the past 10 years since 2015. building his way up. He's been the assistant GM for the past 3 years. He was then named the VP as well. Just a key, I mean, 10 years, especially for this Mariners team. You see how they've been built. Julio, Cal, all the guys that they have brought up, George Kirby. I mean, obviously the whole rotation. It just all these guys been brought up in his time. And all I've ever heard is that he's been a huge impact. Like that's all I have to go off of. Obviously, I don't know him and I don't know exactly what he personally brings to our front office, but obviously a lot of people in the know say he's a key figure on a team that is top 10 at least in farm system ranking, and our team is young. We've got a lot of young studs that we've been able to lock down to extensions, which has been so key. So sad to see Andy go. Obviously, you don't want to break up this group at all, but he does get to be on a coaching staff as the field coordinator for the Guardians, which apparently being on the field has been one of his big wishes for a long time throughout his career. So he finally gets to live that out. Good for him. Good for him. He gets to go be on the field with Stephen Vogt, the manager of the year. And yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be disappointing. I'm curious to see how we fill that hole and who we go after. If it's just somebody younger or somebody with yeah, less experience possibly. But hopefully we make the right hire. Hopefully Poda makes the right decision here in the next name to fill that hole of assistant GM and then possibly VP as well. We'll see. But hats off to you, Andy. Good for you, man. Filling out your dream. Good for you. Good for you. And I did see a quote from Justin Hollander, our GM, saying how disappointed he was, but also going to be happy for Andy. So that's what you want to hear. Obviously, you don't want it to be somebody that sounds so integral, because Andy sounds like he's been on this team. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what Depoto does, bro. What do you think Depoto's gonna do? Is he gonna go after Kim? Is it like there's so many different ways to piece together this team? I'm so curious to see how he plans this out, you know? And also for anybody that thinks that Randy Dobnak is like a sign that they're going to trade a starting pitcher, fret not. He's purely a depth piece. He should not be relied upon at all. Hence, you know, the fact that he has not been relied upon for the past 2 years at least. So yeah, I would not worry about that yet. Doesn't mean it's not possible, but I would not say Randy Dobnak is the sign that we are going to trade a starting pitcher. That's not happening yet, but it's definitely a thing I've hypothesized. I think it's a path forward. So we shall see. I'm going to clean up that water that's on the ground. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. Mariners Daily coming out every weekday morning. Tomorrow, it's gonna be a late episode tomorrow. I'm already gonna tell you that right off the bat. I'm gonna be late, but I should be coming out tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right. Have a good one, guys.